Hey everyone, I'm Cameron Gonzalez,
And I'm Cameron Goodman.
and welcome to the Cam Square podcast where two girls named Cameron talk about nerd shit.
Eh, Today
Um,
we're going to be talking about the first episode of Loki. Cammy was supposed to say it, but she forgot.
today we're going to be talking about Loki's first episode, Glorious Purpose. Um,
During
yeah,
my lunch break.
let's get into it.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I noticed was that when he does like his cap, on my way down to coordinate search and rescue impression is a totally like different one than Endgame.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In this one, he was like on my way down the go. And in Endgame, he's just like stoic, like saying it.
Yeah.
That was kind of a
So,
cool,
new Chris Evans footage, or do you think it's just a different take?
just a different take, probably.
My first note was that the score includes a theremin, which is a classic instrument in sci-fi and horror soundtracks. I think about like black and white horror films.
And then we both mentioned the zoomed in shot of Loki waving at Hulk.
Yeah, I think that's new footage because Tom looks different than he did in Endgame, and definitely different than he did in
I think that
Avengers
means he's
Assemble.
definitely different from how he looked 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So basically, the introduction of this episode and most of it was just the same shots of Endgame and other MCU movies, but new music. You know, the music was more intense, like you said, the theremin. And then I said Loki is Thor's most uttered line in all of the films, just because we saw a tweet that said that, and it's so true. Even now, it was just like, "Where's Loki? Loki, Loki," and I
More.
was like, "Damn, he really do just say Loki a lot."
My next note is Hunter B-15 is played by, I think her name is Wunmi Mosaku. Anyway, she's in his house, which is a horror movie on Netflix. It's the scariest shit I ever seen, and it talks about immigration. It's very sad. And she's also in Lovecraft Country, which is the weirdest shit I've ever seen Black people be involved in.
Okay, I was also going to say that she was also in an episode of Black Mirror
So,
where with Riot Russell, actually she's like torturing Wyatt Russell using kind of similar tech to how she tortured Loki, like with the slowing down, like the slow motion like hit, like feeling all the pain. Like it was kind of similar to what she did in the Black Mirror episode. So yeah.
I hate Black Mirror.
uh,
That part where he
oh, I
gets
was gonna say just a random thing. Like I felt like Loki should know how to speak other languages. But I guess does he only speak English? Because like when he like was in Mongolia, he was like, "Oh wow, like what are y'all saying to me?"
speaks,
And I feel like he should understand English.
there's like it's called something like all speak or some shit that
Mhm.
Asgardians speak. You know how like Gamora and like Peter Quill, like they also speak English.
Uh-huh.
Like in the MCU, it's not like like it's
Yeah, yeah.
some other thing. But yeah, it's like he don't give a fuck about humans. Why would he learn to speak Mongolian? Okay. I have know about him getting hit in the face in the slow-mo shot. He was
Okay.
just blowing raspberries,
You
and
saying
they filmed
like
it.
that's how they were able to film it?
Yeah, he was doing this.
Really? I mean, it seemed like a lot of cheek movement. I was like, that's just got to be like digitally done. Like, there's no way. Like, really? Interesting. I need to see that behind the scene footage.
I mean, he
Um,
talked about it. He was just like, yeah, I was just like, phantom on me.
yeah.
So
And then I just said the Mongolians had zero reaction to the people stepping out of those portals. They were just standing there the whole time. They're like talking.
they're
And even
like,
after. So,
I don't give a fuck.
and then when we get to the TVA, you can see like a scroll also getting like arrested or whatever. And I was just saying like they're putting scrolls any and everywhere now just to prepare for secret invasion.
I put that the cat on the bureaucrat's desk is definitely a flurgan.
Yeah, when it first popped up, I was like a flurgan, and we were like, what if it's just a cat? I don't. We
I
don't
mean,
know
that'd be super
anymore.
weird, right? If it was just a cat.
Things in the TVA are weird. I'm very confused about it.
Um, but the production design goes crazy in this. It looks like a DMV in the 1960s in hell. and I really appreciate that.
I
It,
think that's a very correct description of the TVA.
it reminds me of The Good Place because it's like if you go to like the bad place, like all the demons are just like office workers.
Hmm.
If you go to like the place where they like total up shit, it's just an office.
Yeah, I agree. I love The Good Place.
But they had more of like a 50s, 40s aesthetic. And this is purely mid-century
Hmm.
sci-fi shit.
I was gonna say that Loki's like the scene where he's like, "Hold on, am I a robot?" Like, do people like not know if they're robots or not? Was just hilarious because like this man already had one existential crisis when he found out he was a frost giant. So just seeing him like, "Oh my god, what else do I not know?" was funny.
Yeah. At least a frost giant is like an organic being. Being a robot, that's like a whole nother level of betrayal.
Yeah. And then obviously we have like the whole cartoon thing with Miss Minutes, and they mentioned like a Nexus timeline, and I was like, okay, they've mentioned Nexus in WandaVision because like Wanda's a Nexus being. I don't know what that means, but
Means that like reality is tied to her.
reality. Oh, interesting. And also, Miss Minutes is voiced by Tara Strong, who also voiced Dill Pickles and I think Timmy Turner and a bunch of like other cartoon characters, but just to name a few.
The cartoon looks like the Jetsons. Like it's the exact same animation style, which I'm sure is on purpose to stay with the like mid-century aesthetic.
Mhm. And also like when I was watching that video, I was like, okay, so the multiverse did exist like at some point, and then the timekeeper come. But I was also like, so does Loki's mission, like this whole like show, like is it a fail? Because literally Doctor Strange's movie is Multiverse of Madness, so it's like the multiverse is gonna happen regardless. So
Yeah.
mm.
I guess it just depends on how he fails. That'll make it interesting. Or if the timekeepers are bad. It's like, who said that they're correct about the proper flow of time?
That's true. That's true. Um, Also, I don't know. I really hope this isn't the last of Loki, like this show. But they did confirm that he's not in like Thor: Love and Thunder. So I'm like,
Matt Damon's in it.
really?
So Matt Damon, if we might get Loki, but played by Matt Damon.
Very. And then I said just the TVA agents in general are kind of mean. Very mean here.
They really are. You're like, yeah, just kill him. Fuck it. They didn't know what they were doing when they messed up the time stream. Just kill him. What? Can't you just put it back?
Yeah, isn't that what resetting does? Is it? No.
Well, I mean, like later, because Mobius was like, oh, they were gonna kill you. I'm not going to. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of plot holes.
Also, okay, speaking of plot, this plot is very similar to the Adjustment Bureau, starring Anthony Mackie.
I've
In the
never seen it, but I trust your
yeah,
analysis.
Matt Damon and what's her face? The lady from A Quiet Place, John Krasinski's what Emily Blunt.
Oh, it's really blunt.
Basically, they want to date, but then like Anthony Mackie, who's like an agent, is like, no, you can't. It's against the time rules. Yeah,
Fuck your rules, bro. No.
that's the plot.
My next note is the scene in France, 1549. Just because when the kid like pointed at the like devil picture, I was like, oh my god, it's Mephisto. JK, it's Maleficent. And then I was like, I'm kidding. It's just Loki like with his little like horned adornment thingy.
Why'd they make him red though? Whatever. Artistic license, I guess.
Hmm.
Or
And
maybe they
then
running around.
when we see Loki's file, we see that he's gender fluid, which means Lady Loki is definitely coming. And I'm 100% sure Lady Loki is like the cloak figure that they're
Yeah.
chasing
I'm like,
because
yeah,
otherwise I wouldn't have hidden it.
yeah,
Like,
they're
like
kind
the variant is you, it would show him. but if it's like Lady Loki, they build up the suspense. But like, I'm not. I know.
Yeah, and like the lady, what's her name? I don't know her name. I'm sorry, it's some Italian thing, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. But like, she was at the London premiere, and like, there's no like they don't officially say who she is, but it's like, bro, we know
Oh,
it's
it's like Sophia DiMartino or something like that.
watch her name be something completely different. I'll Google it, I guess.
Not important. I said the court scene was also funny. But why were the Avengers? Why was what they did in Endgame supposed to happen? Why was Steve allowed to create a new timeline by going back and being with Peggy? How did he get back into the main timeline to give Sam the shield? Why is 2014 Gamora allowed to still be alive? Like,
Because they just be making shit up as they go. The timekeepers, they're just like I said, who said that they're right?
yeah, I'm annoyed with them. And then I just said Google Mbatha is so pretty.
My next note says, "Tell me that's not Cloud City." Whenever Loki's walking with Mobius, and then like you see like all the other stuff going on in the TVA, and I'm like, that looks like Cloud City. Is this Empire Strikes Back?
Okay, yeah, and I also was like, is the TVA like on its own like planet in its own like city or something? Cause like you said, it looked like a whole city, Cloud City, and I'm like, okay. And then like he talked about like different departments and stuff, and I was like,
Maybe
where are we? Like, what is this?
a
Like,
little dimension, like in The Good Place,
mhm,
a little pocket dimension,
mhm.
perhaps.
And then
Oh,
I just said I hope we get a wow from Owen Wilson by the end of this show, but we're definitely going to. Like,
yeah.
you can't hire Owen Wilson and not have him say wow.
What did you think? Okay, I thought I liked the DB Cooper thing. I know some people were disappointed that it wasn't like a mission and it was just Loki fucking around because he lost a bet, but I think that's funnier.
Mhm.
And it like him having a purpose. He's just like, nah, I just hopped on a plane.
Yeah, but also like I don't know. That also I kind of I want them to do like a little short of what bet he lost. And
Basically,
also like how the hell did they get Heimdall to agree?
straight up.
Also, they don't even need the money. Like that's useless on Asgard. So like
Yeah, it also wouldn't be a
the point.
challenge for Loki to do that. He's literally magic. Like,
Yeah. But Tom Hiddleston looked good in that scene, so I'm
it's a
not mad about it.
it was a cute little scene. Maybe it'll come back around, doubt it. But yeah. I put there's too much recap in this mofo.
I said this episode is really just Loki reacting to his best moments in the MCU.
Yeah, it's like 75% exposition.
hmm
30% of the footage is stuff from other MCU movies. It feels like, and that's a little bit too much
It's a reaction
for
video. We
my taste.
see Loki go through 10 years of growth in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I guess they're just like, okay, it's the Loki. Now that he's seen all this, it's basically the Loki that got his neck snapped by Thanos. So
That's what I'm saying. Like his 10 years of character development just happened like that.
Tom Hiddleston's a good actor.
I also wrote that. I was like, damn, Tom's acting in this episode.
Didn't even write that.
Immaculate.
I was just thinking about this him reacting. I was like, wait, hold on.
I mean, like the moments of fear, the pain, the anger, just all of it. Like this episode is really good, like acting wise. Also, I said like Eugene Cordero, like as Casey, was hilarious. like the I'm gonna cut you like a fish scene. He's like, "What's a fish?"
Isn't that guy in The Good Place to bring that up again?
I
Doesn't
think so.
he
I think so.
plays Jason's dad? And he's also in an episode of The Mandalorian
Yeah.
where,
I think his just line delivery was just really funny.
yeah, you think he'll come back? He'll probably come back.
Yeah, he works at the TVA. He didn't. Nothing happened to him.
But I'm saying like, in the show, it's like, yeah, it's like, are they gonna circle back to this one dude that works at the desk?
Oh, I think
Casey.
just because he's funny. I also said I wish they would have showed that Coulson was still alive.
That would have been funny.
Because I want Agents of Shield in the MCU so bad, even though like I know it's never gonna happen. Like I want it. I want it so bad. I haven't finished the show, but like the seasons I did watch, I was like, it's so good. Why won't they incorporate it? Mm.
All
Also,
right,
you
I
can
heard
tell I
nothing
really
because my headphones connected real quick, but that's okay.
oh, I was just ranting about how much I love Agents of Shield and how much
Okay,
I
cool.
want it in it.
I'm
um,
done being because I never seen that show.
they're never gonna do it though.
I
And then
feel like
I said Loki really caused Frigga's death, huh? That's tough. I have only seen Thor: The Dark World probably like once or twice. So I never realized that until he was like, "You led them right to her." I said, "Ah, that's
I've
messed."
seen it a few times, but I don't. But like, I feel like I'm always half watching it.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't put that together that he led to her death. Yeah, but not Loki trying to punch a lady when he tried to hit Hunter B-15. But I guess it's like doesn't matter. She's got a
I
disintegration
mean,
gun.
he's gender fluid, so he's like, these hands are rated E for everybody.
Okay, he should have shifted to a late because that's not a fair fight in his man form.
I mean, she's bigger than him, though. I feel like she could probably take him, to be honest.
I don't know. Tommy Lee's pretty muscular.
Oh, speaking of how muscular he is, that scene where the robot stripped him down.
He seemed very uncomfortable to be naked. Well, I mean, I guess anybody would be if a
If a robot was just like, zzz.
yeah, if you get arrested and pulled out the timeline and then you're naked. Yeah.
He looked good in that scene. He's been working out. I also said not them having an abundance of Infinity Stones just chilling
Yeah, where'd you get all them?
as paperweight.
Oh, wait, what?
I guess just people they captured had the Infinity Stones and like tried to do things with them, and they were like,
From
"Oh, that's not the sacred timeline."
from like other timelines that don't exist anymore though. That they like closed or
Yeah.
something.
So I guess like they're useless, but I was still like, don't tell me Vision, Nat, Gamora, and Tony died for no reason for some damn paperweights. That's disrespectful.
They're only useless in the TVA. They if you took him out, they'd still do some shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
I said Loki's last moment, like on the film of his life, was Thor cradling his body and then the explosion, and that was not okay. I did not like that.
Rippers, rip. I like to think that he just died when Thanos snapped his neck, because that other shit, that's sad.
No, yeah, I was expecting it to stop like when like the bones crack and then it was just like doom, but no, they just had to have Thor cradling his body.
So if he was alive to hear the explosion, did he die in the explosion?
I
Like,
guess he dies in the explosion.
so they could have. He was okay before, not okay, but like,
He was on his way out and then the explosion finished.
yeah, critical condition, and then it exploded. So it was like, yeah, I guess that neck wasn't broke before. It sure is now.
Mm,
Okay, people
yeah,
keep comparing this to WandaVision because there's magic in it, and I guess time hopping sort of stuff. But I think as of now, based on this episode, I like the first two episodes of WandaVision better. One, because I'm an Elizabeth Olsen stan, and I relate to Wanda's motivations more. It's like she just wanted to be with her man and have a family and chill and not be stressed.
but do you like the first episode of WandaVision because you've seen it to the end, so you understand it more, or like in the like first watch, you're like, yeah, I liked how I felt watching it for the first time more.
I mean, I kind of knew what was happening from the first episode. Like, I knew she made it to deal with her grief. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So I was like, I fuck with this. You know, I don't know
Um,
if that answers your question.
yeah, it kind of answered my question. I think I like this first episode a little more. I know it was like a lot of exposition, but I feel like this show has a clearer path than WandaVision did when I first watched it. Because I remember like I finished the first episode of WandaVision and I was like,
When you
what
say
am
the
I
first
watching?
episode, they dropped the first two at the same time. So what are you saying, like the actual first episode or the first two?
I'll say the first two.
Okay.
I like the episodes looking back, but like when I was first watching them, I was like, I need to see more of the show. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's cute, it's funny, but like, what is happening? And I
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased towards Loki because that's one of my favorite characters. I mean, I like Wanda now, but like I've always liked like Loki. So
Yeah. I mean, this show is definitely less frustrating, which factors into enjoyment.
we
Because
said
Wanda,
the Falcon and the Winter Soldier ain't even in this discussion. Bye. No.
that was the most straightforward.
Yeah, that was the most straightforward. It was just like action,
Yeah.
villains introduction.
Bucky's fucked in the head.
Bucky's in
Yeah.
therapy. All the Avengers need therapy. Please
It's
get my people
real.
some help.
Nobody needed therapy, but was acting like they didn't need therapy, Steve. How you not gonna get over Peggy? It's been how many years? Like not counting you frozen in the ice, but like literally like you awake. It's been like 5 years or some shit. Get over it. Get a new girlfriend. Like, come on now.
Especially after she was, I mean, you see her, she's like 80 with dementia or Alzheimer's, whatever she has. Like, bro, if you don't move the fuck on, he's like, no, I want my dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate his in-game ending. Ah.
You bitch. Bro.
Like, I'm happy that Sam is Captain America or whatever, but like, fuck off,
Yeah.
dude.
He could have just retired or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, he couldn't just like retire, I guess. People would be like, bitch, you just chilling while the world goes to shit. He was just chilling while the world went to shit when he went back in time.
Yeah, that's
Apparently. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess.
Also, I see you wrote, what the fuck was Kevin Feige talking about when he said the title for WandaVision came from BlacKkKlansman? No,
Yeah.
because what the hell was he talking about?
Because he was like, people just accepted that as a title. So we WandaVision. Here's the thing about BlacKkKlansman. It's clever because a black person infiltrated the KKK, the
Hmm.
Klan. There's three Ks in a row in the title. So it's like it works on several levels.
And
WandaVision,
WandaVision works for the reasons that fans said, like WandaVision,
yeah,
like television, and then
yeah,
WandaVision, and then like Wanda's vision. Like,
yeah. So it's like, you mean to tell me you were just putting words together?
it's the way all the Disney Plus shows are just WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki. No originality. He tried, like, you could have, you just, sometimes these movie makers and stuff need to just take the fan theories and be like, yes, exactly, y'all get me, because we're smarter than them at this point.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. I'm like, did he not realize why it was called BlacKkKlansman? Like Spike Lee wasn't just putting words
Yeah,
together.
that's another thing. He was like, yeah, I just want to put words together like that. And I was like, no, that like had me.
Whatever.
Like there was actual deep thought that went into it. Like we got
Yeah,
the deep thought
you're like,
to WandaVision.
what the fuck?
He said, yeah, just bam, my mind.
Yes,
I
sir.
got the mind of the master.
I like to imagine, like, he's not the only one that came up with the title, you know? I
Hmm.
like to imagine that the other people that input were like, no, it's WandaVision because television.
Yeah.
You like, somebody thought about it and it became the title.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to be that. Because even like with all like the posters, it's like a bunch of TVs and stuff. Like, come on. Don't do that. Don't lie.
Kevin, sometimes, I mean, everyone says dumb shit sometimes.
Hmm. Oh yeah, when we were watching the episode, we both were like, what is Lady Loki like outfit gonna look like? And I said her outfit would probably be like similar to Hella's,
Hmm.
like body suit, cat suit, whatever. But with like green and gold like accents and plates like Loki, and then like obviously like a green cape probably or a gold cape, and then some type of headgear. Yeah.
Green. I don't want a gold ass cape. That's gonna look bad, but hopefully it's hot.
I think it's gonna be hot. I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like I hope we don't know who the actor that plays Lady Loki is yet,
We
but it's
did. How would it not be that Sophia DiMartino lady?
because there's like shots of her in the trailer and she like has blonde hair and I'm like she should have black hair too.
Shape shifting much.
Remember when
And it's
people
like
were
she looks like
remember
Tom
when people
Hiddleston.
were like, "Is that Nat?" I was like, "Y'all gotta stop." Y'all
Like,
gotta.
let's not cap. She kind of looks like Tom Hiddleston. And also,
Oh,
this
also
could be
people
her.
thought that they saw Peggy in the background getting arrested, and I was like,
Yeah,
that doesn't even make sense.
y'all tripping. Be quiet.
Wouldn't it be Steve who got arrested? Peggy's not the one who time traveled in the timeline.
Maybe they're like, you married the wrong dude, and then they gave her the cap. I don't know. This lady, Cammy, look at this woman. But like, it looks kind of like she, in one of these shots, it looks like she's wearing basically what Loki had on in Ragnarok. And her hair is blonde, but that could just be her actual hair out of costume.
Okay, I mean, she do look like Tom Hiddleston. Okay, well,
Pointy nose,
maybe
big
shows should
blue
stop
eyes.
announcing the cast so we don't predict everything.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, my last note was just that Marvel Stage 4 is the multiverse of sadness.
Yep, correct.
Everyone's just sad. It's like Endgame, death. Spider-Man Homecoming, he's dealing with Tony's death and being exposed.
Yeah. Is he gonna be
But
sad at the end of No Way Home?
if he's not sad, he's gonna be stressed.
He always dresses. It's all right.
There's no peace at being a superhero. But yeah. Final thoughts on Loki, first episode. It was amazing. I liked it.
Yeah, went pretty hard. Loki's going to fail somehow, or he's
A
gonna like
little
destroy.
pussycat. He's just a little pussycat.
Yeah, he's gonna fail, or he's gonna destroy the TVA because they're bad or something.
Hmm.
Multiverse is coming.
The multiverse. I can't wait. That's it. I can't wait for the multiverse. That's all I want.
That's all. I just want to be in a theater,
I just want.
a big ass theater, like 20 fucking foot tall screen, just laser
That's
beams.
it. Just 20-foot tall screen.
That's how tall they are, right? How tall are they? Like,
Are they? I thought they'd be like 100. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Whatever size an IMAX screen is, 2 stories tall. How about that? I know it's that.
Okay. That's more than, I don't know.
I don't. That's definitely more than. I don't know because these ceilings are 10 feet tall. 20 feet sounds
They're
about.
72 feet by 53 feet.
Damn. Anyway, a big.
Talking about some damn 20 feet.
I'm bad at spatial reasoning.
That's hilarious. Okay.
More than 5 people in a room, when you ask me to guess how many, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm also am excited to get back in theaters. I don't
Yeah,
know when that'll be. I don't know if I'll be in theaters for Black Widow, but I hope I am.
I went to see The Conjuring in theaters. Conjuring 3.
I'm gonna be watching In the Heights in my backyard.
Okay. All right. All right. I got a 9 to 5 job I got to get back to. This was a fun break from the typey. Give my finger a rest.
Yeah,
Focusing on
out
shit.
here doing big girl things. Not me, but you know, other people out here doing big girl things. No.
Got rods in your hair. That's a big girl thing.
I did something other than straighten my hair. Thank you. Thank you.
This is my shirt today. I like it. It's one of my favorite shirts.
This is my shirt today. Treat people with kindness. Happy Pride Month. Stan Harry Styles.
Bye. Like and
Bye. Thanks for
subscribe.
watching. Like and subscribe.
Follow
Follow
our
us.
Instagram, Twitter.
Listen
Link.
on Spotify and Apple Music if that's what you like. If you don't want to see our faces, we understand. We understand.
Year.
Adios.